Hello everyone, I am Bhavna Sharma, Assistant Professor, Department of Commerce, Gemtech, Greater Noida. In entrepreneurship development, today we are going to discuss a particular topic of opportunity analysis, and in detail we are going to discuss about the environmental analysis. First, we'll discuss the approaches to generate ideas. There are different approaches from where the entrepreneur can get the ideas, like brainstorming method is there. The entrepreneur can do a particular thing in a new way, or the entrepreneur can improve the existing product, or uh, they can utilize some waste material, they can do market research, they can get information from publications or from seminars, conference, or discussing with the people. So these are the different sources from where the entrepreneur can generate the ideas. Now, next topic is idea fields. Idea fields is the process of generation of ideas, which can be streamlined by developing an awareness of different idea fields. So it basically helps the entrepreneur in enlarging the scope of thinking. So idea fields is convenient frames of reference for streamlining the process of generating the ideas. So again, these are the different idea fields. First is natural resource based ideas. Now, ideas can be generated based on natural resources, like a product can be produced from forest resources or from agriculture or horticulture, from minerals. So, for example, if a person is getting the ideas in the field of forest resource, then that person can think of forest produce or wood based product or biofertilizer. Next is existing products or services based ideas. Now, there is a constant effort by the entrepreneurs to improve the products, to improve the services which are already there in the market. So, thinking about the existing products or services can generate number of ideas to improve them, to provide a cheaper substitute. So, whether new products can be developed from the waste or byproducts of existing units, whether there is scope for packaging for existing products. Next is market driven ideas. Now, next idea is to carry out market research, like data about the trends of supply, demand, what are the consumer preference. Next is trading related ideas, like local trade, import, export. So, trading means buying and selling, buying goods and services and selling them to consumers. So, trading is easier to launch a trading firm, or it is less risky. So, if a business has to be successful, then it must satisfy some needs of the consumers to generate the profits. Next is service sector ideas. Like service sector is the most growing field now. So, new opportunities can be identified by understanding the linkage to different business activities. Like an entrepreneur can think of several service based units: transport, maintenance, security, catering, recruitment. And last is creative efforts. Like entrepreneurship is ability to create, to build something from nothing. So to be creative, a person must work hard to generate multiple solutions. So creativity is a prerequisite for innovation. So we can say to become an entrepreneur, one should develop creativity in oneself. So creativity is basically the ability to bring something new into existence. Next topic is assessment of idea and opportunity. An idea that is not assessed for its opportunity potential, it may fail in the business. So there are various steps involved in assessment of idea, so the entrepreneur can gauge its potential. Like first one is product identification. An idea should lead the entrepreneur to definite product or service which the entrepreneur can sell. So it should be ascertained whether it is already available in the market. Then the entrepreneur can identify the reason for introducing the same product. Or if the product or service is new, then the entrepreneur can develop strategies to popularize among the consumers. Next is uses of product. Now, product should be examined for its use. Like in case of new product, the possible uses or application of the product from the consumer point of view, it can be examined. Next is availability of raw material. Availability of raw material determines the business opportunities. Like easy availability of raw material encourages the entrepreneur to adopt steps for establishing the industrial units. Next is cost of production. Now this will depend on level of operation. Like when production is carried on small scale, then per unit cost is high. But when production is carried on large scale, per unit cost is less. Volume of operation. So demand of a product is governed by, say, population or income. So higher the level of income, more would be the demand for the product. Competition in the market. Now entrepreneur has to analyze the extent of competition in the market. They should identify the product or service where the competition is low. Type of technology required. Which type of technology is required to produce a particular product, whether it is available locally or it has to be imported from outside. So these issues has to be resolved by the entrepreneur. Next is annual turnover. So every idea needs to be examined on the basis of the turnover, the sales, profit margin. So this has to be sufficient so that all the cost is being covered. At least they can achieve the break-even stage where there is no profit, no loss. Then availability of funds. Like for every particular activity, financial resources are required. So entrepreneur must assess that whether the funds are available internally or it has to be taken from outside. And last is degree of risk. There are different type of risk which is involved in a particular business. Like there is technical risk, economic risk, social risk, environmental risk. All these risks has to be considered by the entrepreneur. Next is market assessment. Now market assessment is based on, say, demand of product. So demand assessment will be based on size of market. It can be local market, state market, national market, or international market. Then is the supply position. Means total quantity of product which has to be made available in the market by all the entrepreneurs. So if a demand for a particular product is seasonal, then suppliers will work on temporary increase in demand. So such changes in demand or supply, it has to be considered. Next is cost of production. It will determine the price of the product, comparison with available products in the market. So cost, variables of competitors in terms of transportation or delays or wastage or storage. So it has to be analyzed. And last is technological innovation. Entrepreneurs must make forecast of technological innovation, change in a particular field to visualize the changes in the product quality and cost of production. Next is feasibility study. Feasibility means whether some idea will work or not, how much it is feasible or practical a particular business project is. So feasibility study analyzes various aspects of the business plan, whether it is technically feasible or financially feasible, commercially feasible or not. So we should have the idea what is the business idea, what is the profile of target consumers, what will be the cost of one unit? What will be the selling price per unit? How will our product or service will beat the competition? What license are required? What is the estimated startup cost? What is the legal structure of the enterprise? What would be the sources of finance? So this all questions has to be answered. Now next main topic we are going to discuss is environmental analysis. Entrepreneurs should understand the behavior of the environmental forces that have implication on the business. They need to understand the techniques available for environmental scanning. So environmental analysis basically include three things. First one is the scanning of environment. Scanning means closely examining. So scanning is the process by which entrepreneurs monitor the relevant environment to identify the opportunities or threats which are going to affect them. So it develops an understanding of, say, socio-culture, economic, political factors. Next is generation of ideas. So an entrepreneur can do the thorough study of different sources of ideas. As we've already discussed, ideas can be, say, through brainstorming or discussion with someone or through seminars. So ideas has to be generated. And last is the identification of product or service. So after evaluating the ideas which are received from different sources, an entrepreneur can select the products or services to launch his venture. Next is understanding the environment. Now, it will include all these things. First one is identification of opportunities. Now, a business can identify opportunities and find strategies to capitalize on the opportunities at earliest. For example, say business get to know that there would be increase in the demand of electric vehicles. So a company can take steps to increase the production, to introduce new models, or to get into the market, because there is a new market, there is no competition, and there would be much of demand. So opportunities has to be identified by the entrepreneur. Next is formulation of policies. Now, environmental analysis helps in identifying the opportunities or threats in the market. So that can be served as basis of formulation of strategies or policies, how we can counter those threats, how we can capitalize the opportunities in the market. So there are big companies like Reliance, Bajaj, ITC. They have engaged the services of experts to monitor the trends in the environment. Next is tapping the useful resources. A business gets various resources from the environment. They convert that resources into goods or services. So if the management of a business has a thorough knowledge of external environment, then it can tap raw materials or technology from the market at economical price and at right time. Better performance. Proper understanding of various elements of the environment. It is necessary to take timely action to deal with the threats, to avail the opportunities, so that performance can be improved. And last is image building. Like if a firm is sensitive to the environment, it will come out with new products, new services to meet the requirements of the customers. So this would build the image, the reputation of the firm. Thank you. That's all for today. Environmental analysis, some topics are left that would be discussed in next lecture.